Parents, what's the wildest thing your kid has ever done behind your back that you only found out years later? My son Jake was always the quiet one. Too quiet, my husband used to joke. We never realized how right he was until Jake's college graduation day when the truth finally spilled out. It started with a simple confession over dinner. Remember when I was 15 and you guys thought someone broke into the garage? Jake asked, smirking into his champagne glass. My husband and I exchanged glances. 7 years earlier, we'd come home to find our garage in disarray, with tools scattered everywhere. We'd filed a police report, changed our locks, even installed our first security system. That was actually me, Jake continued. I was building something and didn't want you to know. Building what? I asked, feeling a mix of curiosity and betrayal. Jake took a deep breath. A hovercraft. I laughed. Very funny. I'm serious, Mom. Mr. Daniels, my physics teacher, mentioned it offhand in class one day, how hovercrafts work on a cushion of air. I became obsessed with building one. My husband leaned forward. Where would you even get the materials for something like that? Remember your old leaf blower that broke? And Dad's workshop vacuum that mysteriously stopped working? Plus some plywood from the Andersons' construction project? I felt my jaw drop. You stole from the neighbors? Borrowed, Jake corrected. I was going to return it once I was finished. The story unfolded like a bizarre movie. For 6 months, Jake had been sneaking out at 2 a.m. 3 nights a week to work on his contraption in the abandoned warehouse near the railroad tracks. He'd ride his bike there in the dark, work until dawn, then sneak back before we woke up. How did you not fall asleep in school? I demanded. Jake shrugged. I slept through history. Mr. Peterson never noticed. My husband looked more impressed than angry. Did it work? The hovercraft? Jake's eyes lit up. That's the best part. It actually did. Not well, but it hovered about an inch off the ground. I could ride it across the warehouse floor. I struggled to process this. So, for half a year, my 15-year-old was sneaking out in the middle of the night to an abandoned building to build a dangerous vehicle, and I had no idea. That's not even the craziest part, Jake said, lowering his voice. Remember when the local news reported that some kids claimed they saw a UFO hovering over Miller's Pond? The memory clicked immediately. It had been the talk of our small town for weeks. That was you? Jake nodded, barely containing his laughter. I wanted to test it over water. The moonlight reflecting off the craft